Okay, I think we're live here. Welcome to the live stream. All right, let me make sure everything is good to go real quick. All right, all right. I think we're ready to rock and roll. We got my face, we got the audio. We're live. Alrighty. If we're rewatching this, um, you see when I take a trade, I'll bring the journal up here, and you'll see me typing into here. I do yap a lot, so I'm gonna try to not talk that much unless I get asked questions. And thank you to those who have been waiting to come in. Um, I got two people watching right now. So if you have any questions, please ask me. Right now, we're just watching. Doesn't look like I see anything at the moment. I'm afraid that volume's gonna be too low today. And I don't think I'm gonna be streaming the rest of the week. I just need to do a little bit more research and see how volume's gonna be. But I more than likely won't trade for the rest of the week. So let's just hope we find some setups today and we don't range all day. All right. And let me put a line at 11 when we stop and we come back at 12:30 to 1:30 Central Time. All right. This would be a potential play right here if price comes, taps, and breaks structure. Do I see anything to the downside? I do not. Oh, that's not perfect. No. I see a zone we're respecting. You see it right here. We'll leave it there for direction. Let me extend it out too. Why did I eyeball this zone? I saw that we came back real strong, but we didn't break the high, so it's not a play I would take. So there's no proper sweep. But the pattern that I always look for still happened here. So like a sweep wanted to be created, but it didn't. The tap happened, but it's the play isn't to my standards. So I'm still gonna mark it out. There's a swing low, swing high, and I'll treat it as a magnet to the downside. So we're already suspecting it again. If we break through here and with the 1 minute candle close, then I can get an idea that we're more likely gonna break here also. But if we reject it, I'm pretty sure we're gonna stay bearish like we've been. The whole point I do this though is so I can understand what trades are counter trend or with the trend. Okay, okay. Um, I like this play right here. This tap isn't perfect, but I really want structure to break after the tap. I'll be interested in it, but I doubt it's gonna happen. Which points to the pattern that we're looking for also. Call this N and T. To the downside, we look for the sweep. It's right here. Get that swing high. And then the low that we took, we circle it, we make a zone. And then we expect price to come back into the zone, tap the zone, and break structure after that tap. Then we enter at 50, our stop loss above, and our take profit below. Ooh. Oh, look, if we look real close, we technically got a tap on the zone. I wasn't even paying attention. It's pretty cool. But I would have had to take my order off because the 40% right here. We can double check just to make sure and make it precise. Yeah, 40%. Let's change this back to green. How's a 15-minute look? Okay. I see something here that I need to mark out. I see something here I need to mark out. Extend this out real quick. Okay. 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 Let me check the 1 hour because I didn't check it. Do you guys see anything here? I do. It's not important. I'll mark it out anyways. See if I can get a better view of that on the lower time frame. Same with this one too. 15-minute. Okay. Okay, okay. So there's a lot of resistance. Okay, hold on. I see something valuable here. Alrighty, let's adjust this back. Okay, so I'm really expecting us to... Yeah. Okay, we're more likely going to react to this higher time frame zone. You can see it right here. Here's the top of it. Here's 50%. And then the bottom is lower. But that's all you need to know. Top of it, 50% right here, where this dashed line is at. I'm like almost 90% sure we're going to respect it because there's a lot of confluence, so we're going to reject this area. I'm going to keep an eye out for bearish plays at the moment because I believe that we're going to stay bearish. We've been respecting the zone a lot too. Yeah, I don't really believe that we're going to close above here. But if we do close above, I can start to look for bullish plays to the upside. Oops. Let me fix that. Let me make this red too. Good afternoon, sir. Hello, Andy. I see you grinding, hustling. We're on the live. We're just being selective here. I don't think we're going to find anything all day, but we'll see. Volume is just pretty low. You can see that this play delivered. I wouldn't have traded it because it got too close to TP. I mean to entry, but 40%. Then it failed 50. Hit the take profit. Stop loss would have been right here. And all the sweeps right here, obviously. Swing high, swing low, tap. If you have any questions, Andy, please ask me. I would love to answer them. Come on, buddy. There's no action here. We're just moving sideways. I'm afraid we're going to do this all day. Because you can already tell that we're not going to break through these ranges. How were we when? Yeah, I'm afraid we're going to do this all day. Because we get the influx of move. I've been talking about this all December. We get a strong move and then we chop. Strong move, then we chop. You just see it happen again and again. Like strong move, chop. I can show you the setup to the upside because I know I showed a setup to the downside. Just do both. And then upside is like this. Yeah, like that. Look, I'll change the color too so we can make this better. Oops. All right. So I'll play to the upside. We recognize our swing highs, our swing highs, our swing highs. 70 with the side, swing high, swing high. We recognize our swing lows. Swing low, swing low, swing low, swing low. Awesome. Now we need to recognize our breaker structure and sweep. They both mean the same thing. They're just buzzwords. And all it means is that a swing high or swing low is being passed. So the swing high, price comes up, comes down, then comes back up, crossing it. Had a zone marked at 1036, down candle, was that valid? Let me show you. Okay, I'll stop right here, but I'll come back to this. Swing high, broke, break of structure, swing high, broke, break of structure. Also known as a sweep, same thing. Okay, let's see what Andy is talking about here. I'm pretty sure he's an hour ahead. So let's talk about 10:36, yeah, 9:36. I don't know which 5-second time frame I'm assuming. So marked at 10:30. So valid. Were you talking about this setup right here? Also too, like I don't really have things to invalidate a zone unless it doesn't meet my requirements. So like all I really care about is a sweep. And if a sweep happens, then I get that swing high and swing low. So you see the swing high right here and the swing low. The sweep happened right here or right here. 1 minute down candle. Oh, I see what you're saying. Um, I make my zones off the 5-second time frame. So I only use 1 minute as direction. If I was trading the 1 minute time frame, I would have made this green candle the top of the zone. So this would have been my swing high, and this would have been my swing low. And you're saying what, 9:36? This down candle. Yeah, this wouldn't even be on my radar. I wouldn't pay attention to this. I would just focus on this swing low and this swing high. 1 minute down candle. Yeah, I think I answered your question. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I tried my best. So I think you're trying to tell me is like using this whole candle or using this candle as the bottom or using this whole candle as a zone. And if you're talking about just using this one down candle as a zone, that's what I'm doing right here. Or I think I am. Yeah, basically, that's basically what I'm doing right here. I avoid the 1 minute because I see a lot less setups. I really only see like maybe like 2 to 4, sometimes 4 a day on the 5-second, and the 1 minute it's like 1 or less. But right now during this December price action, I've maybe found like 1 or less plays throughout this whole month. And the plays I did find, like they weren't like super perfect. Like I had to be a little bit lenient. We're just getting nothing. I was afraid that we're just going to do this for the rest of the session, just be sideways. I'm expecting us to go one direction soon though, because we're floating on top of a 15-minute zone that we've been respecting. Why? 2 setups on 1 minute if you sit all day. Yeah, basically. I agree, money glitch. But also, like, it just comes down to like back testing. You can see if you can find more setups. I just maintain such a high win rate because I'm so selective. I always have like so many reasons why not to take a trade. Because if we're just looking for the same pattern, like why not find the most perfect pattern? And you want 3 trades a week, not 3 trades a day, you know? Let's see here. So going back to this, every time price comes up, sweep, break of structure, sweep happens. We can do the same thing when we're doing this. We look at the swing high, price comes, takes it. So break of structure or sweep, same just buzzwords. And then this happens again to the downside. Okay. So let's do it over here. Sweep happens right here. And then the break of structure happens right here. Or the sweep, same thing. Okay. So what do we do next? If we write this down on a piece of paper, and we circle where the swing highs are at, we can then get better at recognizing our zones. The zone is the swing high that created the original sweep, or swing low that created the original sweep. So seeing this swing high, and it took this swing high. This is now important, and the swing low that we're connected to that caused the swing high becomes a zone. So that's our zone. Same thing right here. We broke the swing low, and our new swing low is responsible for the swing high that got broken. So the swing low and previous swing high are important. That's all you need. So like I constantly see all these sweeps, swing low, swing high. I'm always doing this. I'm just like looking for sweeps and breaker structures again, again, and again. So I spot one, and then I create the zone in my head, and I see the zone here, and obviously this is super invalid. So I just keep moving, and I just scan all day. Let's delete all this. Let me delete all this too. And I've mastered the pattern enough where I can just continuously see it. So it's easy for me to spot what zones are holding us down or what zones are holding us up. As you notice too, you spot a lot of the times where I'll say, like, oh, this zone's gonna hold, or this zone's gonna be a magnet. Like this one as example. Um, and all I've done is I just recognize the pattern. I seen that the pattern was trying to happen, like a sweep was trying to happen, but it just didn't. Uh, the pattern's still playing out. And then if I see a pattern, I know the zone's strong, the zone's being held up. So everything revolves around just mastering this pattern. And in the mentorship, I go over all your trades. I tell you what you need to be doing exactly and like what not to be doing, just so you can avoid all the years of mistakes. And I have a course too in the mentorship that gets some more in depth on market direction using this pattern. You're not trying to use all these indicators and moon cycles to find out if we're going up or down. There's people who are profitable and they like go off moon signs, like astrology, which is crazy to me, but it really just proves that we're all gambling here, so anybody can be profitable. I'll just get rid of these drawings. Oops. Okay. Wow. All right, my super deep analysis in the session. We are just moving sideways. Andy, I'm just gonna join soon. I'm gonna join soon. I'm waiting for my credit card cycle. Yes, sir. I'm excited. Um, I love when people hop into the mentorship because like I just genuinely like helping. So when I tell them to do whatever, because like the whole course gives them like A to Z, like step to step direction, like what to be doing. Because I'm so big on mastering the scale, and I love just like critiquing their trades because I see on their next trade they're already applying what I've told them, and like I love seeing like even if the difference is so small, I can already tell. And then for somebody who's been trading for so long, and if you've been trading one model for so long, it's really easy to like critique, and you can tell like when someone's putting in effort back testing when someone's not. And most of the time, I like seeing that they're putting in work and they're actually wanting to learn. It's so cool. It's even cooler too. Like this skill can change your life if you just be patient with it. Just master the skill and the money will follow. Mm. I want to play music on these streams, but I honestly recommend you just play music yourself Cause then, and even if you were playing music, I don't want my stream music to be annoying. I also like prefer classical music when I'm trading. Um, what does NNT stand for? Okay, Andy, I love how you asked me. Um, NNT stands for. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you right now. It's really difficult to know what it stands for. Um, it's like super duper duper complicated. Okay, you ready? So N stands for new, the other N stands for name, and the third T, I mean the third letter stands for, that is T, stands for trading. New name trading. I was gonna call it the sweep originally, but I just wanted something to stick. Because we're only focusing on one model, so I was like, just call it NNT. New name trading. We just keep things simple. I was gonna name it the swipe, not the sweep. Um, and then like I was gonna teach higher RR, so I was gonna do like the swipe plus, but I'm just gonna do NNT, stick with NNT, build the mentorship, build a foundation, have a community, and then I want to start teaching higher RR. But I kind of want to wait till the mentees master 1-to-1, then I can teach higher RR. Life changing for real. It's funny. I don't know if y'all have noticed, I have tape on my glasses. Every time I get it fixed, I have a 2-year-old and I let him do whatever he wants most of the time. So we're playing, and I've been trying a lot recently too, like choosing engagement over distraction. So like when we do play, this boy does not care and he's ripping my glasses apart. And how many times I have to tell him no? At this point, I just tape him up and I don't even care. But I was thinking I should just get glasses like to play with him, and then glasses like for my day to day or whatever, my live streams. But if any of y'all have kids, then y'all know like he's at his terrible twos right now. On the bright side, if you put something in his mouth and I tell him to take it out, he listens. Like if I'm like doing something and I see him and he's like in a corner with his hands in his mouth, I'm like, get that out of your mouth, boy. It's like I know he's doing something. And he's like, oh, sorry. It's funny. So we're just sitting and staring, hoping for something. Just look like nothing right now. This was a nice play right here. Um, I'm not gonna take it though, but I would have taken it if the sweep happened. Obviously, it did not. But I love the volume coming out of it. Like I just love everything about it. It's so nice. I'm like FOMOing into it. Like I want to take it, but I just can't. Let me see if it reached my. Oh, it did not. Let's make it red. Okay. But I get pretty bad FOMO when we sit like all day in the morning and then all day afternoon. Like the next day, I'll feel like I want something already. Is parenting actually hard when they're an infant? I feel like people gas it up a lot. Yeah. When the baby's born, it's the most easiest thing in the world. Everyone's lying. Um, like if you're a man and you've worked a hard labor job, or like you worked on cars, that's just equivalence to like how exhausting it can be. Like it's not that difficult. It's just labor. And then after they get to a point where they can start walking, it's, oh my gosh, it is so bad. They put everything in their mouths. They're like as reckless and crazy as you think they can be. Um, he's a sweet baby, don't get me wrong, and he goes to the daycare too, where he's like super disciplined and he has friends, but he's still a baby, so like he's an absolute mess. He just wants to like trash everything, and like if you give a box of toys to a toddler, and then you have a recycle bin, the toddler's gonna go play in the recycle bin. So like you can't keep your eye off of him longer than like 2 seconds. Like we're like the example too is like we're playing, and like I'm not thinking much. Like I'm just playing with him, keep him distracted, and then he's so fast, his little hands. He grabs my glasses and he's like bending them already. I'm like, whoa, whoa! Like I like didn't even have a second to react. Like by the time he already got on my face, he's already bending the sides. Like it's just funny. Um, I think too. Uh, like I've been recently like trying to make him talk more, and he like I don't know, we're just like blew up. So he says like every word now. So like if we see something, he repeats that word again and again and again, and he won't stop. Uh, I have ADHD also, so I'm pretty sure he has ADHD, and he's a baby. So like if we're just out anywhere and he sees like a spider or a bug, he's like bug, 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 bug. I'm like, yeah, that's a bug, right? Bug, bug, bug. And like we'll walk away and still he's like bug, bug. I'm like, okay, buddy. It's funny too. I never wanted kids. I hated kids for so long. And then I had him. Then I want one more, or like maybe two more. I don't know. Because life is boring when you just really get to the point like of mental health and money. And then like what else? What's next? And all the older people always tell you kids is a solution, but you don't really know until it happens. Before too, like I would see kids running around, and I'm like, oh, like why are their parents letting these kids run around? Like whatever. And then like now I have kids now, or a kid now, and I see it, and like I get it now. Like I get it. Also too, kids like blow up and have tantrums like as much as you see online. Just think about it like 5 times more at home. Like they always are overreacting all the time and freaking out. Mm. Just really want to play here. Oh, as you can see, so this setup played out. 50% failed. Take profit got hit. I'm not surprised. That's exactly what I expected. Like I was saying, um, but obviously I didn't take it because the sweep wasn't proper. I want high probability. I only want my setup. If it doesn't meet our criteria, I'm not gonna gamble on it. I hope we bust through since we already filled it. I really am afraid we're just gonna keep ranging. It's awesome, Andy, that you're staying committed and trying. And you want to get into the mentorship. Like that just shows like you're gonna get somewhere in your life. Because even if it wasn't just me, like if it was just any skill that you're trying to learn, it's awesome. You already have so much motivation to focus on that skill. Like just as if you were gonna be a plumber, like you would look for a mentor that can work with you or somebody who's like live streaming their skill. It's awesome you're making that step. A lot of people don't really like want to improve their life or work on themselves until after like 25 or 26. They say like you work hard in your 20s so you can enjoy your 30s. Um, but I think the society nowadays, like everyone's just waiting till their 30s or 40s to learn a skill or do something because they're having too much fun in their 20s. Or you're just, what's the word? Comfortably numb. Like feeding so much addictions and instant gratification. Like you're just floating all the time. Already in too deep, dude, for real. I was doing this for 6 years, like struggling and no direction and lost. I took Carmen Rosado's course, and I don't want to talk down on him, but I was left with more questions than coming in. And when I first started learning trading, there was a guy in my city that was like advertising that he was gonna teach people and blah blah blah. So like I went to that too, and once again left with more questions than I came in with. Like no one was giving me a solidified strategy. No one was giving me direction. And I really had no one to like critique my trades to. Like I was just like so lost and confused. So when I made the mentorship, I did like like almost about 4 months of research of like content and like what I want to do and like how I want the mentees to be. And then I took action, and that's like what I just really been focusing on. That's why I want people to ask me questions. It's like so I can critique everything and like make everything perfect. So like you're not in the position that I was, and any trader is, where they come into this and they're confused, their prior ego is eating them. They don't never really know where their stop or take profit goes. And there's never any consistency, and there's like so many gambling addictions too. If like a good way to tell if somebody is not profitable is they ask all the wrong questions. They ask about P&L too much. You can tell too if somebody's not profitable. And if they're talking about how they're struggling still with prop firms, it basically means that they don't have a strategy that they stuck with long enough, that they're not backtesting, and so they're just gambling. And you should not be trading any prop firms at all unless you're profitable. Like that's the end of it. So you're just a gambling addict if you're trying to trade prop firms without a strategy that you fully understand. So we're just rejecting the zone above that we've been holding. It seems like it wants to bust. That's what I'm getting out of the chop here. And if you notice too, this dashed line right here is a 15-minute zone. And we absolutely respected it. That gives me more confluence that we will respect 50% of this 15-minute zone because we've rejected it. I would love to do like in-person training, like in my city. And I want to get like an office and stuff. And I want to do that like continuously. I feel like it'd just be so fun. But I don't think cash flow would make sense. And I'm afraid to like it just be a waste of my time. Way more stressful. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly feel like discretionary trading isn't even real. Um, like it just really isn't real. If like you, and it's not a skill you'll ever learn unless you've like found a mechanical strategy and then you switched, or you just struggled for 6 years or 7 years and focused on one discretionary. Yeah, slowly but surely. That's what it is. I can imagine like imagine where you'll be if you started your journey and someone told you do XYZ and do nothing else. And you just did XYZ since the beginning. Like imagine where you'll be right now. I've seen too like SMB Capital, like big prop firms. A lot of their traders are unprofitable. It's pretty crazy. But I've seen their strategies and I've attended their webinars and they just make things so complicated. Because they talk about a lot about order flow and like using scanners. I was really big on Bookmap for a while and the DOM, but like I feel like I got way more results off sticking to something without having indicators and order flow and like a lot less mental capital. And for those who don't know what order flow is or Bookmap, it basically just shows you the numbers behind the candles, so I can see like exactly how many orders are coming in. Because you can technically just trade off the DOM, like just seeing numbers. Like you don't need to see the candles. If you just see how the numbers look and where orders are sitting at, then you can make a good bet just with that data. I see a zone right now forming. If we get a strong push out of this zone with a full minute uh full 1 minute candle close, I'll be interested in taking it. And I'll show you the zone right here. The swing highs right here. The swing lows right here. Hopefully we get our tap on the zone. Like, oh, you see what I see also? I remember I joined Stoic Trades mentorship not too long ago, and he was teaching fib retracement with SMBS, so trading, just moving averages. Rest of my lingo. That's crazy. I didn't even know Stoic even had a mentorship. Um, that's cool. I wonder where I can see that at. I want to see what he's doing and see if I can do it better. Yeah, maybe he just wasn't. That just kind of shows that he wasn't ready to start teaching. And what I don't like too is a lot like with Diogenes and Stoic is that they have so many setups and like different strategies. So like they're really all over the place. I think Stoic has like 3 strategies. And I don't like Stoic's SBS. I feel like it's too confusing because I see SBS continuously throughout the charts. It's like really hard to find out where SBS starts. I wonder how you got it, where like you saw his mentorship. Like that sounds cool. I didn't even know he was advertising that. I wish I knew more about Dave FX. I like know little to none about him. Um, I like tried to watch a little bit of his course, but it was such a hard watch. I just can't get through it. Um, I can't not learn with no disrespect, but like with people with that personality or energy, it's just so hard for me to get educated. I made it in October. Oh, like super recently. That's cool. I remember hearing talk about like how Stoic wanted to make a group and like a way before that, and I never saw nothing about him mentioning a group, so I don't know if it was true or not. I bet it was then because you're saying he has a mentorship. That's pretty cool. Good for him. I've seen people mix Dave FX and Stoics like SBS, like to find high probability zones. But I've seen their charts and those people just make things so complicated. And when they combine the two, I feel like I'm looking at the Matrix when I see their charts. I feel like I'm him trading the strategy, the NNT one, just because it's how easy it is. Like I can and how easy I can teach it. In my course too, like I go over market direction like more in depth. A lot more guesswork. Yeah, so like in the course I go through market direction a lot more in depth. So but the whole point is to eliminate the guesswork. Like that's what I hate so much about trading is like people are just relying on intuition. Like there's no need to be doing that. Especially like traders been profitable for years and there's like years of strategies. Let's see if we reach standard deviation here. Not just yet. Put a line just right there so I know. And then, oh, we're already crossing it. That's funny. Oh, yes. I'm going to take this trade. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. We need 13 seconds to close. The body's outside the zone. Look, I was talking about the 1 minute candle close outside the zone. Let's get ready for this position. 4 contracts. Trade, create new order. 4. Yes, buy. Okay. And then 1 stop below. I think I can make this 5. Yippee. Okay. Make this my main. If this doesn't hit my requirements, we don't get a little reaction before entering, I'm going to close my limit. Make sure everything's precise here because we had an issue the other day. Okay. Okay, everything's more precise. Okay. I like it. I like it. I'll go over the setup shortly too, because I doubt we'll find another setup after. I'm glad this happened before 11. We can hope for the best here. Come on, I want a reaction. Come on. Standard deviation was up here, so I'm not going to count my taps until after standard deviation. I'll draw the pattern that we're looking for and what I see here. Let me adjust this real quick. This play, I want to bet like I'm pretty sure that this play is going to give a higher RR, and we're going to take off to the upside. So this is what I see. So we find the sweep. Sweep happens right here. Even right here too, if you wanted to say. So sweep, we get that swing high, that swing low, swing high, swing low. Price came out. So let's create a zone. Let me make it easier to see here. Okay, so price came out the zone. Price came out the zone. Then we come back and tap the zone. Just like how we did, we came back and we tapped the zone. Then we broke structure after the tap. We broke structure there. Okay, where was it? Tap was right here. So we broke structure right here. We reached 100% away. Yes, we did. That's what I was doing there. Checking one SDV. And then we put our order at 50% with our take profit above and our stop below. Because we're expecting price to come in, fill me at 50%, and come back and my take profit. Oh, sorry. Ugh. My confirmation for this trade too was a 1 minute body close above the red zone. That's what we got. Come on, buddy, come feel me. I want to gamble. Come on. I want to gamble. We might not come back. We might just continue moving up. We have a 15-minute zone above also that we're really respecting. So we can say that's a magnet. I can show you it right here. You see it. Here's the top, the bottom. I'll draw it out. Swing low, swing high. We don't really need we have different requirements for higher time frame. But swing high, swing low. Price came back, tapped the zone, and it's just been respecting it. What is the zone above? So my higher time frame zones is a 15-minute zone. I have different requirements. It's like in the market section video. Oops, sorry. The market section video on the course, I talk about like how I'm a lot more lenient with these higher time frame zones. Because I'm just looking for the same pattern on all time frames, and then I use the higher time frames to gauge direction. So like for my requirements to make a zone valid or invalid are like little to none. All I care about is the sweep that happens. So if I see that sweep, that swing high and swing low, I create that zone, and that makes it valid for me to trade. I don't look for a sweep if I'm not going to trade it. If I'm just going to mark it for direction, then I'm just looking for a swing high and swing low. I'm not looking for no sweep or nothing. So we have only really tapped the zone one time after standard deviation. Was it one time or was it? Let me see. Let me just double check. Yeah, we tapped it only one time after. And it was an almost perfect tap. I think I can go up to more contracts. Yeah, I think I have like up to 60. The zone above becomes valid to me also, because we respected it. So like when I get like taps on a zone, I choose that zone over any other zone because it's already tapping it. But I won't trade it, but I'll leave it out. I'm pretty selective like what zones I draw on my charts too. As you can see, like I will like draw a zone and then I'll say like this zone is holding and I'm using this for direction. Like if we get close above, whatever. And those zones that I normally call out, you can see that we were struggling to break. But there's nothing special. All I've done is just look for the pattern. So as you can see, the zone was holding, it was being respected, it was a magnet, it even got filled. That was all predictable. Us struggling to break above it, it's all predictable. This isn't anything like new. Like you've seen me do this on my live streams. If you watched, I'm just doing the same thing again and again and again. And the more we do it, the easier it becomes. I want us to dump into here. If we dump way too strong and like we don't take no pauses, I'll rip my order off and I won't take it. I just really believe that we're going to keep going forward and we're going to react to here. Let's talk about the last swing. I don't know what you mean specifically. Do you mean like the zone that I'm trying to trade? Or do you mean the higher time frame zone that's up here? A screenshot on Discord. I like that. That works. That works. Mm-mm. Come on, buddy. Do I see anything else? I do not see nothing else. So like when I say do I look for anything else, I'm just scanning left to right. I'm looking at every single sweep and every single break of structure. So I'm scanning, scanning, scanning. And if I see like, let's just give you an example. If I see a sweep right here and I see that swing high, that swing low, while I'm scanning, I spot this, okay? Oh, I see a sweep. Oh, while I'm scanning, I make the zone. I'm doing all this in my head, okay? I make the zone in my head. I look to the right. I see that the tap didn't happen outside or whatever I'm seeing. Then I assess in my head. Then I delete it in my head and I keep scanning and I scan, 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 scan. I'm just looking for that same pattern. All right, Andy, I opened my Discord for you, so whenever you send that, I'll see it. Sorry, my apologies. Stayed up a bit late last night. Okay. Like I said earlier too, we get like normally get that influx of move, like that strong volatility, and then we chop. As you can see on the 1 minute chart, we see those big candles, and then we just see chop, chop, chop. This is what happens in December. I don't know if y'all seen the December like price action memes on social media. They're pretty funny. If I need to like find content to post on my social media stories, I just like go to like those trading memes accounts and I just like look for something that's relatable. It's like put on the stories and stuff. Okay, I think you just sent it, Andy. Okay. See what Andy's going on about here. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure I can see my candles still. Okay, what are you talking about here? Let's find out. Let's find out. Hold on. I think my. I don't know. I gotta open the door for my brother. Give me a second. Oh, wait. Hold on. Just 1 second. Oh, this trade might get filled. Okay. I wish you marked it up, Andy, so I knew exactly what you were talking about. Um. So what am I looking at here? We're on Nasdaq 100. What do I see? Okay. Hold on. Let me watch my trade real quick. We're reacting to the zone. Let's see. Okay. I'll screenshot this and I'll draw it. Come on, feel me, buddy. Oh, that's 40%. Oh, if we hit the blue line, I'll take it. Oh, okay. Well, I really, really wanted this. That's frustrating. Why did I take it off? It reached my 40%, then it reached my blue line, meaning the zone is mitigated already, and it means I can't trade it. That is very frustrating. Okay, now let's go over Andy's thing. Damn, that's frustrating. I really wanted it. Okay. Let's see here. I'm mad. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted that. Let me see if there's anything real quick. No, this more than likely is gonna hold. Make that red. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, now I'm ready. So what are we looking at, Andy? You're asking me what's valid here. I wouldn't even care about this above. Be a no-no. We talk about all this in the course. I would create my zone like this and like this. So you got this about right. See, and the sweep that happened here. Yep, and the sweep that happened here. Yep. So all I would care about is this, and I would not care about this at all. So here's a sweep, swing high, swing low, price comes out, taps the zone. I can get rid of these drawings here. Swing high, swing low, sweeps, price comes out, taps the zone, break structure, and I would enter. If you're already getting that much just off YouTube, the course will take you miles, absolutely miles. So like what makes the mentorship so valuable is that I teach and I like really emphasize on catching trades with the trend. So I ask to see like their higher time frame and like all charts. I can show you too if you want to see. I'll just show you one of the mentees. Um, so like as you can see, like I can see other charts, and then I zoom in and I analyze like what they did wrong, and like how they can do better and whatnot. It's pretty cool. I love doing it. I absolutely love seeing them improve, especially to like the only thing you need to learn is just this pattern. Like you don't need to learn anything else. So you're just applying the same pattern upside down this way on every time frame. And then I have fibs too to help with direction also. So you just take trades with the trend and you take only your perfect setups. Peter, if you are here, thank you for saying happy holidays. I appreciate it. Peter's one of my favorite. He's been here since the beginning. He's been at it. sucks. I really, really, really wanted this play too. As you can see, sorry, big fat cat was in the way. Price came and still failed my take profit, but I have standards. I like to be super selective, and I want to maintain my win rate, as I always say. So we're not gonna take it. And to be clear too, if you traded before and like if you are profitable, I think you understand that win rate means nothing. Any strategy can have an 85% win rate. Anybody can have a 90% win rate. It's not hard to do. It's not impossible. It just means that you've been in the game long enough and you understand that you need to be patient. You need to wait for your A+ setup, and that's it. There should be absolutely no reason why you're taking an A- setup or a B+. Like, there's just why. Stick to one model and nothing else. And then backtest that model, practice that model, draw that model. Keep using that model until your eyes bleed. What are you doing? What? Y'all gonna go in there? Close the door. Just close the door with the chair. Sorry, my brother is coming to visit. And he's here. Yeah. I knew we were gonna react to the zone 2. I called it. How did I know? Oh my gosh, he's a wizard. Um, or I just look for the pattern that we're always looking for. It just didn't play out how I wanted it to. Let me show you. So I continuously see this pattern so much. These plays always play out. You even see the plays that I skip on play out. Just because it's like nothing is fitting to exactly how I want it to be. And this is a perfect example. So we see the sweep here, the swing high, the swing low, the swing low. So that zone gets created, right? Price comes back and taps. So this is not a body close. A body needs to close out. This is a wick. So technically the tap hasn't happened, but the pattern has still happened. So it's not a trade I'm going to take, but I can see that the pattern is happening. See price is coming down and coming back for a tap. So I see the pattern happened. I create the zone and I see if we continue to respect it because a pattern has happened. Even though the pattern happened real wrong and not correctly, because this is a pattern that we're looking for. Let me show you again. We're looking for this pattern. The pattern that played out here was like more like this, like more crunched together, but it still played out. And so then I just keep marking out these zones that still have that pattern inside, and I can find out where we're going. And I can use these to understand direction by saying, like, my requirement, you hear me say it a lot, is I want that 1 minute close. Like over here, I did the same thing. How I was saying how I wanted the body close outside the zone. Same thing with here. I want the body close to confirm that we're bullish. Damn, I'm like really mad. I hate that I lost the opportunity here. Like it didn't work out. I don't want to be sitting around all day, but it just seems like that's what's gonna happen. I just want something. Please give me something. I want to gamble. I want to gamble. I want to like flip accounts on the live stream, but I do not want to insinuate bad habits. I'm so big on teaching the skill. If y'all have opinions too on YouTube videos, please throw them. All my YouTube videos, mostly all of them are hook, VSL, video sales letter, like to sell product, and then value. I'm thinking of just like stopping the VSL and just doing value only. And then if people want to take the product, then use the product. But and also too, like, I wanna. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna do it, but I was thinking about making the mentorship just cheaper, just to build foundation. But the whole point of building the community is to have real people that are trying. So like, if I feel like I lower price, then I'm gonna get people I don't want. So I'm just gonna. And the 150 is so dirt cheap. So I'm just gonna keep it, leave it alone. I just want like a very like active, flowing community. Because then also too, if I make people profitable in the future, like if I need them to mentor or like to help others, I don't see why it'd be an issue for them. Okay, so this zone more than likely will get delivered, more than likely will get respected. Um, and if we bust through it, then I can look for bullish plays. But I'm expecting all this buffoonery to be happening like this, like then we come out. I really hope we just bust right through. This is that higher time frame zone I was talking about. We're coming into it right now. We have initial balance right here in the orange line. We have the zone on initial balance. As y'all know, this zone and this initial balance normally do hold most of the time. As you can see right now, we're already mitigating it. Let's check it. Yep. See right there, it failed. And it was targeting the blue. I honestly would think this is mitigated. I don't think this is going to hold much anymore. Because I think that let me show you why I think that. This is why. All this right here. I was pretty strong on this that this was gonna hold and deliver, but now I'm not. That of 40% and then getting close to that blue line was enough to tell me I don't think we're gonna hold. And we're coming into this 15-minute zone. Right here, I'm expecting a reaction. If we come down here, and we have a resistance right here, I more than likely might find a setup to the downside. So you can see our pattern. Look, you see our pattern here or no? We're moving to the downside. So we reject 50%. We come down. We have a resistant line that we use from our fibs. We reject the resistant line. We chop a bit. Out of that rejection, I normally will get a sweep. I'll create a zone from that sweep. And then we'll just hope that we get a tap on the zone. And if we do, perfect. Then I'll be ready to take that trade. Last week, what I just stated right now, that happened perfectly. I had a setup. We wanted the setup. Awesome. And then, oh no, 2 weeks ago, last week, the whole week last week, most of the time we're just like we didn't like the sweep wasn't perfect or the tap was too deep. Um, like the whole December chop was happening. So let's expect the worst and hope for the best. I more than likely might not live stream tomorrow and the rest of the week because my son is off school. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then he goes back Friday. And I might live stream Friday. I'm not sure yet, but I have the um Discord. I mean, I have the live stream schedule on my Discord, so I'll just post it in there. I try to keep up with it, and I circled the days on the calendar so you can like clearly see what days I'm live streaming. I just started premium or premiering the streams, as you can see too. I had a lot of people finding me through like the live streams that were already recorded. Like especially this gentleman, he was saying that like it was my streams take place at 1 in the morning for him because like he's in Australia. So like I was like, oh, I need to start taking my live streams more serious. So like even for the people who rewatch it. I think the only play I really wanted was that one below that we skipped on. Um, and you know how I told you too, I said that pretty sure we can go for higher RR with that play I was talking about. As you can see, we definitely could have gone for higher RR. Um, and I would have told you to go for the eternal swing, so I would have said to done this exactly. Hold on. You would have entered at 50. You would have had your stop here. And then your trick profit, I would have told you the eternal swing. So this would have been like about almost a 4R trade. And if you had runners going, I don't even know how long you would actually held. But if you did have runners, it'd been 5R. Delete this. Yeah, so this I expect this 15-minute zone to hold. What is RR? I'm so happy you asked. So what I teach is 1-to-1, $100 to make $100, $1 million to make $1 million. I'm teaching 1-to-1. Higher RR is that instead of doing 1-to-1, we're doing 1-to-2. So we're risking $100 for 200, 1 million for 2 million. So I say 2R, 3R, 4R, so 5R. So on this account that I'm on right now, I'm risking $100 to make 100. If I go for a 5R, I'm risking 100 to make 500. So then the whole point of RR is that let's say that you've been doing 1-to-1, you've been profitable, you've been consistent, you have a high win rate. And we have, just looking at the data, this is super realistic. We have 30 wins and we have 5 losses, okay? So we can afford 25 losses at break even. If we hit a higher RR play, so all these 30 wins, all we done is risk 100 to make 100. We have a high RR play, so we have a 5R. We make $500. We now can afford 5 more extra losses on top of where we were before. So instead of being 30 trades in the green, we're now 35 trades in the green with only 5 losses in our bank. So in all we do, we eliminate our losses by being selective, by keeping the requirements, doing what I'm doing, see how I'm taking my orders off, I'm skipping on plays, and we just look for the best setups. And then when we get better at that, in the course I teach market direction, so then like you're gonna be, and then I'm obviously training you over your shoulder. So I'm so big on learning market direction. You know what trades are with the trend, so you gamble with those trades with the trend. You have a high win rate. When you get better at that, you know what trades you can go for higher RR. In the grand scheme of things, it's so easy. You just need someone to tell you you're supposed to be doing and like what to do, so you have your foundation built right. Let me double check. I just checked, but I'm gonna check again where 40% was at. Oh yeah, we definitely crossed 40%. Oh, like this. Oops, higher time frame. Okay, so I'm expecting us to dump here. I want this. If we can get back before reaching the blue line, I'll take this. Short, it's gotta hurry up before we get back. Oof. So how much is that? 6 contracts. Trade. Create new order. I doubt we're even gonna be able to come back here. Okay. Hold on here. Give me 1 second. Oh, let me make sure that blue line isn't down there. If it is, I have to take this off. Yeah, blue line's pretty far. Okay. High time frame. I like this play. I want it. I want it. Oops. Whatever. I kind of want to add one more contract. Oh no. See that? Am I stopping the good spot? Yes. If waiter stop loss, waiter stop loss. Yay, we won. Okay. That was a textbook setup. That wasn't anything special. I can tell you what I did. Okay, I'm sorry. I got a message from somebody. Okay, let me tell you what I did here, why I decided on this play, well, how we got a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's a dicker, my bad. This would be a higher RR play also because it's the position that's in, and I would target the eternal swing in the body, so it'd be right here. So this would have been a about 3R play. Okay. I'm so eager to take higher RR, but I told myself I'm not going to teach that right now. It's like I can't control my desires. So let me show you exactly why I took this play. I need to document it first. Oh, here it is. My market. Oh man, you know what I need to do? I need to do this. Make this my main. I doubt we're gonna find another play in this setup too. So, okay. Now let me screenshot it. Wow. All right, and then we do this. We do this. We copy it. And then we paste it into the journal here. And then what am I gonna say? I'll tell you shortly why I took this. I hope you already know though. W, thank you, thank you. I took this play because we filled 40% on the high time frame zone. 15-minute to be exact, actually. So that zone. I would have taken my order off at the blue line below if we touched it, but we did not. Okay, so let me tell you exactly what I saw and why I took this. Let's make this okay. Okay, sorry. All right, price was coming up. We're bullish, so why would I take a counter trend play? We came in this 15-minute zone right here. This 15-minute zone, as you can see, top of it, bottom of it, 50%. So we're in this 15-minute zone, 50% right here. I teach something in the mentorship. Basically, we cross this red line and we touch this blue line. That means the zone is mitigated. The zone is no longer tradable. So we cross this red line. I expected us to come down to this blue line. But before coming down, I bet that we're going to reject this zone because the pattern played out so perfectly. So let me change this on. And if you were watching earlier, how I was saying how I'm just looking for this pattern in the most nice, like the best way, because I see it in so many wrong ways. So I see it in a nice way. You can see the sweep right here. It's very small. Swing high, swing low. Price came out, came back and tapped, broke structure. I see that we got to 1 CDV, 100% away. We still did not touch the blue line yet. As you can see too, I was panicking, trying to hurry up and get my order in because I was expecting us to come pull back. That's what we normally do, especially with the resistance line also. So I had my order, I rushed, put it in. And then I wanted to add one more contract, but I didn't have time. We got filled. And then 50%, stop loss above, take profit. And then I was ready. But I forgot to do, and I keep putting it in my journal, but I keep forgetting to do it on the live streams. I want to say that I'm expecting a loss with every trade. I did it in the beginning a lot, and I just stopped doing it. I want to keep doing it. I want to say, with this trade, I'm expecting a loss because it's habits that I want my mentees to pick up on. Because the last thing I want is my mentees to have bad habits. So please remind me if I do this again, if I take another trade, just say, hey, you didn't say you're expecting a loss. Because I didn't do that for this one. And that's it. This was not impressive. This was just textbook. I did nothing special here. All I've done is just do the same thing that I've always done. So yeah, the win does not matter. All that matters is that I saw my setup, I executed, and that's it. Because if I would have taken a loss, the conversation would have still been the same. We would have gone over it. We would have found out, or maybe a reason why we shouldn't have taken it. And if we had every reason to take it and it still lost, you can have the best hand in poker and you can still lose. And that's what we're doing. We're just playing a poker competition. Expect a loss. Thank you for telling me, Andy. Also, Noah, it's awesome that you're watching and hustling still. I don't know if you're off this week because of Christmas, but it'd be a good time to get that course knocked out. You can also backtest on your phone with TradingView. For those who don't know, I say daily information every morning. Yeah, dude. Um, as you can see too, like I don't know if you can tell, I'm not overly excited with the win. It's kind of just like whatever. That's how you need to feel, because the expectations, like if you put a banana in a cage and you put it in front of a monkey, that monkey is gonna start tripping hard because how bad the monkey wants banana. But the monkey's tripping hard because the monkey is living on expectations. So if you're trading and you're sitting here and you're waiting for a setup, you're expecting a setup to play out, you've already lost because you're just like that monkey with the banana in the cage. So any expectations are gonna kill you. I had a joke too recently saying like every time I have a win or loss, and I even talked about it with Noah, the Kush BMX 99. He was saying just get like a fake keyboard, but when something big happens, like a loss or a win, just like overly exaggerate it, just so I can like get a clip out of it or something. And he was like, just go get a keyboard from Goodwill and smash it. But let's keep our emotions at bay, staying solid here. The session's about to end. We're not gonna get it set up by 11. So before I hop off, I want to talk about something with y'all. Let me show you. So, are you seeing so many wins that doesn't face you? Shut up. I've seen so many losses that doesn't face me anymore. So I'm gonna show y'all something right here. This is your life right now. You're going up and down, up and down, up and down. This is your current life. Your goal is to live on equilibrium that is the middle of this. So, how to take a loss versus how not to take a loss. Yeah. Okay, so let's turn this little line to yellow real quick. Okay. And then let me make this red. And then let me make this. Sorry, let me do this little pretty drawing for y'all. But y'all will appreciate it. So give me a second. Green. Okay. All right, so what are you looking at? Let me make this yellow. Okay. So this is every life of a trader. If you talk to anybody who's been struggling, they've all gone through this. If you haven't traded before, you're blessed. You haven't gone through this yet. And if you have a life of consistent drama and instant gratification, bad relationships, addictions, even like addictions to video games or substance abuse, having no purpose, you've gone through this also. So you're gonna have moments where your pride is high, you're super confident, life is good, you get comfortable. So a good example of this is that you don't do your morning routine before you trade. You're expecting to take another win because you win so much. This is a common, especially with the strategy, and like it's very, especially with just high win rate strategies in general, it's very common to reach the top. I gotta change. Yeah, dude. I don't get enough engagement right now, but we'll get there. I gotta make the Discord more engaging. Thank you for telling me. It's been one of my goals recently. So I've just been so big on building the community. So yeah, we have all this pride, and we're not doing our setup. We're not journaling. Like this is when you just like start to get lazy. So what happens when that happens? You have all these expectations. You're getting lazy. You're gonna bust. So you're gonna blow everything up. You're gonna have fear. You're gonna have frustration, and like all that buffoonery that happens, like going on tilt, over trading, not taking any trades, being too scared to trade, Just like all the bad stuff traders go through, bad habits, because you're so comfortable and you're all this, you're trying to do better. So that leads to all that frustration leads back to drive. So then you're like, I start doing better again. You're at equilibrium for a little bit, but you go right back to comfortable. And it's called booming and busting, and you're just doing it again and again and again and again. It's basically you're just rewarding yourself for things that you're supposed to be doing, and you're not doing enough. You're just too comfortable. You're comfortably numb. So we stay at EQ, equilibrium, and we just float on EQ. So every time I feel comfortable, or if I feel scared or fear, I need to remind myself where I want to be at. And I have a way more in depth in this on that video I posted called like how to be profitable in 2024, or struggling traders 2024. It's on a YouTube video. It's on the Be Profitable playlist. It's a strong VSL, but if you just skip through the VSL, there's still a lot of good stuff. And I talk about EQ and like behaviors and stuff. But alrighty, that's it. If you're booming and busting, all you need to do is find a model, take a step back, and have somebody critique that model for you. So like they're telling you what you're doing wrong and doing right. Gonna hop off. I'll be back in an hour and 30 minutes. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Noah, for participating and speaking. I appreciate y'all. And thank you, Money Glitch, for saying something. For the rest of y'all who watch, I hope that y'all speak more. Be awesome. Noah said, I'm at work low. I fuck around a lot, but sometimes I'm listening and not watching. Bittersweet. And if you come into, there's always maybe value you can catch. And it doesn't hurt to get your mind into space, especially since you've never traded before. All right. I thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Okay. I'll see y'all in an hour if y'all do hop back on, an hour 30. And hopefully we find another setup. All right. Thank y'all.